morning, Kat. So, as you know, my name is Miss Cooper Charles, the counselor here at Thompson Elementary. Before we get started, because we've had a couple of sessions, but we have to go over this every time.
Right, yeah.
Everything we talk about in here is confidential and is private. Anything you say to me, I won't repeat to anyone else unless I need to talk to another adult about something that you may have said that was concerning, or if you wanted to hurt yourself or someone else, or if you tell me that you want me to speak to someone on your behalf, like your parents.
Okay.
Okay, do we understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so let's talk about why you're here today. What can I do for you?
Well, like we talked about last time, my goal of getting more sleep has worked, but it also hasn't. I almost fell asleep in Miss Banks' class.
Okay. So you're feeling really frustrated, like your goal isn't working for you, like you're not getting enough sleep.
I mean, there's no way I can get more sleep. I have so much to do. There's no way I can get into bed earlier. I can't take care of everything.
Right, I understand what you're saying. Okay. Okay, so let me make sure I'm getting everything. So you're saying, last session we spoke and we created a goal to help you get more sleep. So you wouldn't be sleeping in your classes and, so everything can work out for you. And you're saying that that goal may not be working out for you because you're still sleeping in class and still tired.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, what else is going on?
Well, no matter how early I go to sleep, I'll still be tired. My mom's gonna snap on me if I can't. If I fail, I can't let her down again. I just can't.
Okay, so it sounds like you're really upset and frustrated and thinking that you might, disappoint your mom with sleeping in class.
Yeah, all of that is right, but I feel like there's more. There's a lot more.
Okay, so you know that I'm here to listen to you. If there's anything that you want to talk about, so let's talk about it.
It's no big deal. Nothing to gripe on.
Okay, so let's address something. You're saying that it's no big deal, right? But you've come numerous times talking about it, about things that are happening at home. You're not getting enough sleep, and you're being frustrated about things. So even though you're saying that it's no big deal, it's starting to look like a pattern to me. Like maybe it is a big deal.
Yeah.
Like you're getting, you're still upset about it.
Well, I mean, I feel like there's nothing I can do. Nothing's gonna change, and I just feel like I just need to give up.
Okay. So let me just say, Kat, that life is kind of like a cake. When you put good ingredients in, you get a good cake, right? And when you put in not so great ingredients, you get a not so great cake.
That's true. I mean, I see that.
Okay. So let's talk about what you can put in to your current situation. So let's pretend like we're making a life cake, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So what kind of ingredients do you think that you should put into the cake to have a good situation?
Maybe. I know we talked about perseverance and having grit in class. I know we talked about that.
Okay, perseverance and grit, those seem to be things that are important to you.
Yeah, they're important. I think I'd add honor too. You gotta have honor in class and day-to-day life, I think.
Okay. So all of those things seems like they're very important to you.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. So we say perseverance, grit, and honor. So how can you add those things that you made your life cake with into your current situation?
Well, I mean, with perseverance, I can push through class and try not to go to sleep. I know I can focus on my teacher and try not to doze off all the time like I usually do. And maybe honor, telling the truth about, well, everything. I don't know, maybe something like that.
Okay. So perseverance, we talked about that. We talked about honor. What about grit?
Grit. I guess working more hard to stay awake.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
So those are great things. Perseverance, grit, and honor. And it really sounds like you're getting there.
I mean, I'm trying, yeah.
Okay. So, well, let's talk about where we've come so far. where we're at right now. Well, let's see, we've identified the problem, right? It sounds like that you're having trouble at home, there's a lot of things on your plate, and you let me know if I get anything that's not right. So
Okay.
it sounds like that you're having a lot of trouble at home, a lot of stuff on your plate, and trouble at school because you can't seem to stay awake in class. You're really
Yeah,
tired.
it's hard to focus.
Right. And and we talked about how you want to change it, how you want to add those ingredients in from your life cake, right?
Right, yeah.
That perseverance, that grit, that honor. And you've even set goals previously to help you on your way. That's progress.
Yeah. Okay, then I guess that's good.
Yeah, it is good. So I would say now that what we can do is try to reevaluate your goals. Try to revamp those goals, work on what you can change because some things you can't change, right?
Right, yeah.
You know,
of
the
course.
number of things that you have on your plate at home, you know, with your mom working a lot and having a lot of siblings to help to take care of, you can't really change that, right?
No, I mean, I guess not.
Okay. But there are some things that we can change. Like we talked about the text messaging late at night when you've done everything.
Oh,
Yeah. And getting on social media.
yeah. Yeah, I do that a lot.
You know, I know it sounds like it can't work out, but we know that it can because we've done these things in the past, right?
Right, we talked about my cheerleading.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So you've done it in the past. You've worked on your perseverance. You've worked on your grit in situations that you thought that you couldn't get through,
Right,
like
yeah, I
like
remember.
cheerleading, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
Okay.
remind me a little bit about what happened with cheerleading.
Well, I mean, with all the routines they're trying to get us to do with the tryouts and practices, I just, I felt like I wanted to give up. It was so hard, and I looked around, and all the girls were doing it better than I was, doing more, and I felt like I wasn't good, and I had to. But you told me about perseverance and how to keep going, keep trying, and I feel like I did. I asked for help, and I made the cheerleading squad. I feel like I'm doing a lot better, and you helped me with that.
Okay. So there were times in your past that you have worked on that. And even though at that time you felt like you wanted to give up, you pushed through it, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Right? You set goals and we knocked them down one by one. And you know, in life there's always something else that's going to keep on coming.
Yeah.
And you just have to do what?
Persevere.
You have to just keep persevering, right? That's one of
Yeah.
those big words that we've been talking about.
Persevere, yeah.
Persevere. And I know it might be hard right now, but you know, we're going to set a goal sheet and we're going to write it all down
Okay.
so that we can see exactly what you need to do and how you can do it. Remember, we talked about SMART goals, goals that
Yeah.
are specific,
Okay.
goals that are measurable,
Sure.
goals that are attainable,
Mhm.
goals that are realistic, and goals that have a time frame, right?
Yeah, it doesn't need to be perfect.
Right. No, it
I
doesn't
get
need to be
that, yeah.
perfect, but it can be perfect for you, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so let's talk about a SMART goal that we can work on right now.
Maybe. Let's see. The problem is that I'm texting late at night. Maybe I can set a time where to put my phone down. Maybe 8 o'clock
Okay.
before I go to bed. Don't be on my phone until I fall asleep, because then I'll be up forever. I could do that. I could stop getting on social media so much, because all that stuff is kind of getting to me. All the negativity. I could limit my time on that.
Okay, so that's specific,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about how we can make this goal measurable.
Mhm.
Let's talk about how we can see if it's working for you. Remember the last time we decided that we were going to follow up on those goals, and we would say today is Wednesday and we'll come back on Friday
Right. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
see if that's working for you. So that would be measurable, right?
Okay. Right.
And would you say that the goal is attainable? Is it something that you feel like you can do?
Yeah. If I keep working on it, perseverance. If I keep working on those, I think. Yeah. Might be a little hard at first, but I think I can do it.
What about realistic? Would you say that goal is realistic or is out of reach?
I think it's pretty realistic. I think I can do it.
Okay. And lastly, let's talk about time frame. Okay, so we already talked about how you can measure it, how you can see if it's actually working for you. But now let's talk about that. We'll come back and we'll have more sessions and we'll talk about yes, it's working for me or no, it's not working for me. Okay?
Okay.
And we can do that on Mondays, and I will be in on Monday to observe your class.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Try not to be
Alright.
asleep.
Try not to be asleep.
Yeah.
Okay?
All
But if
right.
you're working on that goal,
Mhm.
the same as we talked about with the goal sheet, then that will not be a problem,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Okay, so you feel like you have everything that you need?
I feel like I do. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. You know that you can come and see me anytime, right?
Yes, I do.
Right. It doesn't matter when. If you need to come and see me, just knock on the door. I'll be here.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for coming back to see me, Kat.
Thank you.
All right.